DOE Order 151 identifies 3 categories of emergency: alert, site area, and general. An alert requires that the initial communication team be available for immediate activation. A site area emergency is one that affects the site or facility and requires an emergency activation. It also requires your team to provide information to the media and public. A general emergency affects people, property, and the environment beyond the site or facility. It requires public communication plus coordination with other agencies. However, communication response doesn't always correspond with the level of emergency. Some emergencies result in significant media and public interest despite the level of the emergency. Examples could be a sudden loss of leaders or an accusation of wrongdoing. You can apply green, orange, and red labels to correspond with levels of communication response. This can help you utilize the required team and initial strategy. Your initial and smallest team could be the green team, and the red team as the largest. The appropriate teams could be activated based on an event assessment. Also, it's a good practice to put the next higher team on alert, since events escalate in nature. At the beginning of an event, you need to ask how far and wide to communicate. If you have a minor event with little interest, you could risk drawing unneeded attention. If you wait until interest builds significantly, any response you give will appear late and as a lack of transparency. 3 basic initial communication strategies are reactive, semi-proactive, and proactive. Reactive means you prepare information and release it only if asked. If you see that few inquire about it, you can use this strategy until interest ends. As interest builds, you could elevate to the next level. Semi-proactive means you provide the information without active distribution. You can do this by posting on your website or online newsroom. You might receive some questions regarding the event. If so, direct inquiries to online postings. Proactive means that you distribute according to public interest. It means activating your crisis dark site and distributing your statements to media and stakeholders. How far and wide you go to respond depends on your assessment of public and media interest. You can link green, orange, and red levels to these communication strategies. A green event requires you to prepare information but not a public response. As interest develops, elevate to a more aggressive response at the orange level. If interest becomes widespread, automatically identify the response as red. At the red level, implement a proactive information distribution strategy.